Yo, welcome to the Man channel. It is Saturday, the 3rd of January, because it is 2015 and that's the first month of the year. So I don't know how I could get stuck there. But anyway, welcome to the show. It is good to have you here. There is a article in front of me from ClashDaily.com, and it is titled Education Needed, Wealth Creation Misunderstood by Public. That is an understatement. This is written by William Paul Wells and this was on December 30th, 2014. So let's get into this, shall we? Businesses exist, to meet the needs, wants, and expectations of their customers and clients at a profit or surplus, for nonprofits, sufficient to meet their expenses and attract sufficient investment capital. Jobs and wealth result from doing this successfully, with the exception of inheritance and or overcompensated wage hustlers. Wealth is normally created by owning at least a portion of an enterprise or asset that increases a value via its free market appreciation. I hope you got all that. Normally significant wealth does not come from the public served by an enterprise, but rather from those who risk their investment capital in supporting the business's creation, expansion, customer service, and growth. Unfortunately, too many people think wealth comes from over extracting money from customers and clients. This is rarely the case. Competitive free market enterprise forces prices to decline quickly, making more and more products and services available to the poor. Big companies like Exxon earns only 8.5 cents on every dollar of market value. GE earns 5.1 cents. General Motors earns 4.6 cents. IBM earns 7.6 cents. Apple earns 5.7 cents. Walmart earns 5.6%. ShopRite earns 4.3 cents, etc. I don't know what that means. So why is the public so misled by the media into thinking that people who have their wealth tied up in the economy are gouging the public, when in fact they are serving the public? The market value of successful enterprises increasing by investing wisely, by growing appropriately, and by competing successfully. So the market value of successful enterprises increases by investing wisely, by growing appropriately, and by competing successfully. Clearly, our educational system, business schools, and business media are failing to properly present these facts. Oh yeah, there's a number of issues here. Even the way that we look at rights, because rights has a lot to do with this. Civil rights. Civil rights is a very big you would think it's not. You would think everybody would understand this, but civil rights is a very big misunderstood thing in our time, because what civil rights is that, yeah, we all get an equal opportunity, but those opportunities are like we all have we're all created as equal, meaning that like nobody gets treated differently in America based on how the rules are set, based on who you are, ethically, like if your ethnicity is whatever, it has nothing to do with that. Whether your gender is whatever, has nothing to do with that. The free market doesn't work that way. It doesn't work on what your belief systems are either. That's civil rights. Civil rights has a lot to do with the Imago Dei. That is where where our rights come from. How it says we have inalienable rights. It's because we're made in the image of God, and nobody can say that they're your master, because nobody, like, you know what I mean, like how life happens, it just happens. Nobody has any reason or right to have ownership of you, because that's just wrong. Everybody knows that's wrong. Everybody knows slavery was wrong, right? Nobody disagrees with that. Those, and just to name a few people who really were big civil rights leaders, where it came from stuff like that, like, Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr. We got those people that are, big civil rights leaders, heroes. Nowadays, we really think of civil rights in a whole different perspective, and it's a totally perverted, gross way to look at what civil rights really are. And that has a lot to play into what the economy does nowadays, and when corporations start becoming like having their own rights as well, and they say who they can and cannot hire based on. I mean, think about this. This is reality. If you're a Christian and you're a creationist and you work for people and you have a certain stand on homosexuality, and one day you get called to the boss's office and he says that we cannot be affiliated or associated with people who have that belief system. So, like that's right around the corner. Some people have already been, have been unlawfully been fired for stuff like that, and it's based on what you believe. If you're a teacher, you don't believe creation. If you're in any type of public service, any type of educational, or if it has anything to do with medicine, I'm sure you don't really tell the truth, and that's really like the problem here. And we need to get back to knowing what the free market economy is, and we need to know what civil rights are, what real civil rights are. And just because we all are created equal doesn't mean that we all have the same opportunities as one another. And I see people that just generally hate on rich people just because of that. I don't know how rich people got rich. Maybe they did inherit it. Maybe they worked hard for it. I don't know. You can't judge a book by its cover. I can't say that about every rich person, like you inherited it. I don't know that. But that's not wise either. You don't attack rich people because they're rich. I mean, you should be like, well, that's a sign of, maybe there's some hope in this economy to get myself, up to a better situation if that's what you want. But, and who doesn't? But, you know what I mean? It's all about creating the opportunity for yourself. Bruce Lee, this is a good way to end my video right here. Bruce Lee, the great Bruce Lee, once said that, to hell with, what did he say? Now I don't remember it, but he said, to hell with circumstances is what he said. To hell with circumstances, I create opportunities. In a free market, we need to kind of inspire innovation. And how we inspire innovation is by rewarding hard work. And you know what? Bruce Lee's right, man. People who complain about their circumstances and they want people to give them free stuff because of the way that what circumstances they're born into. This is America. You can make yourself better on your own if you learn how. You can make a business. You can learn how to do that kind of stuff, and you have no excuse. We have these iPhones and like computers and all this. Information's at your fingertips, man. Instead of looking at videos of ridiculous nonsense all day, go on a website where you can get an education or something. I'm not trying to be harsh. It's just the truth. You could learn stuff. It's amazing in this country how amazing it is that you can be empowered to make and create your own opportunities and stop crying about stuff. But God bless you. Have a nice day.